Well. Motherhood, sex, marijuana in the building. Today's subject will be, I don't know. We just gonna get together and chit chat. It's always good when we get together, have a smoke session and chit chat. You feel me now? Here she is. Oh, she is. Oh, shit. Gala, what is going
Hey.
on? Hello.
Hey, what's up, mama?
Good with you, honey. Motherhood, sex, marijuana, and the motherfucking building.
I'm in the building.
Yes, we are. What are we doing? How we doing today?
Ooh. Well, we're feeling remarkable, indeed. And I'm getting into bed so that I can be relaxed. Excuse me. And I got my little thing over here. Right.
We prepared.
Prepared.
Yes,
we got
we
the
prepared.
bed.
We ready. We got light us up. Light us up.
And my queen, I am so, I don't know, I'm feeling energized because I just fucked the shit out of myself with this. Whew, Lord have mercy.
Girl, whoa. What damn, that's a pretty toy indeed. That's a pretty toy indeed.
Definitely.
I mean, don't toss it around. Shit.
I like to hit myself with it sometimes, put myself in check.
Oh my goodness. Lord. Now you just giving me a to-do list of what I need to do when I reach certain places. Oh my goodness, yes. Slap me with it, baby.
Got my little candle over here.
Right. Slap me.
You know what I'm saying? So we're inviting everybody to my bedroom today.
Oh. Invited to the bedroom. Yes, well, let's get cozy in the bedroom. Yes. I mean, shit. Let's get into it.
Definitely. Let me just grab an ashtray real quick. I'm not as prepared as I thought I was, apparently.
It's all good. But I mean, shoot, because I was just thinking to myself, I mean, I'm not sure what our subject is today, but shit, we just gonna sit down and kick it. Because honestly, I'm feeling good. And then the fact is, although me and you have no interest in this political bullshit, I gotta say that I've been laughing at the memes because I swear to God, the internet has no chill. The internet is the winner every single time. When something funny happens, the internet jumps in and just throws it into a new remix. And I'm always here for that.
Oh, yeah. You see my little old ass light fixture looking like a nipple up there? I just need to light this properly, and it was just making me mad. So I need 2 hands for it. You know, Queen, I respect everybody's political views, and you're right. Everything is just, the internet never has any chill, regardless of what it is.
True.
But I had some tenants that I work with, right? They came up to me and expressed their, whatever they felt about whatever was going on with regards to the political campaign. All I said was, I'm happy or whatever that you got what you got, or that you feel the way you feel, or I'm sorry that you feel the way you feel, whatever it is, but I don't discuss politics. And I just keep it that way at work, and I prefer to do that in business too. You know it. I don't need to tell you that shit. I'm just telling it to it, but you're probably not going to hear me talk about too much political unless we're in the comfort of a home or something, and it's like off the record or whatever. I'll tell you what I think. But
Oh yeah, no, I just brought it up because, like I said, I mean, yes, like you said, no matter what happens, the internet has no chill. But baby, I mean, I just the one of the main things I've been laughing at is that one video that the Shade Room showed, talking about they had a whole bunch of people singing at the front of the White House talking about you ain't got no, talking about you about to lose your job. Now, I laughed at that because of 2 things. 1, because yes, you were about to lose your job. And then 2, the chick that made that song, I'm saying somewhere she must be sitting on cake because everybody's singing that song for her. If she didn't get a copyright on that cake, shame on her. Shame. Because girl, the world is singing your song. The
I
world.
don't know. And shout out to the remix engineers or whoever the
oh my God, the people that have time
remixes
are the beautiful people. The people that have time for this shit is the real heroes. The real heroes. But just girl, I mean, it's true. The best thing about being potheads, I think, is that we don't let fuck shit just, you gotta come with some real shit to sway us one way or the other. And politics has never been one of the things that sway one way or the other. But because I'm petty, I'm a petty motherfucker. I will laugh at shit. And yesterday was a perfect example too, because I went to Kim to go get my nails. Shout out to Kim.
Shout out Kim.
And of course, she asks about you all the time. And this one chick came in there dancing, and I laughed so hard that she decided to stop dancing because she realized I was laughing at her and not like, giggling like, oh, that's cute. I was laughing like, bitch, you look stupid. And you know what I'm saying? Bitch, you look stupid. And she toned down her dance and was like,
you're mean.
And was like, yeah. And then she said something stupid about, I'm happy the racists got out the right. No, she said, I'm happy racism is over. And I was like, racism is over? And she was like, no, I meant to say the racist man is out of the house. I was like, oh, so Joe Biden ain't racist? You know for a fact? Oh, well, I'm going to stop. And then by then my nails were dry. So you feel me?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Petty me likes to fuck with people. You know what I'm saying? Petty me will stop and take a minute to fuck with people.
Hey, I mean, you my sis. You do what you do. I feel you though. There's something that you can't help but laugh at. There's some things that I think we should be laughing at, and some things, that aren't funny, obviously. I was hoping to talk about some really embarrassing shit, like some really, uncomfortable things, if you will, since we're in the comforts of our home and we're just feeling like we can just have a very open dialogue. I have a couple of questions for you as well.
Oh, Lord. Okay, so then there's going to be moments where we're going to have to edit. Go ahead. No, I feel editing moments go on, because I'm just like, ooh, what?
maybe not. But one of my questions is, like last week we talked about, a couple of weeks ago we talked about getting caught by the kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the thought had dawned on me, what's worse, getting caught or catching either your children in sexual acts or your own parents? What do you think is worse?
Oh, girl, I would say catching the kids. I mean, it's
really,
because
okay.
because it's bound to. I can't even say I caught Maritza. I mean, basically, I kind of sneaked and I kind of looked and saw what she was doing through the creak of the door. But she didn't know I caught what she's doing, and I wasn't standing there staring and playing with myself or no dumb shit like that. I was just like, oh, she getting her pussy licked right now. Okay, that's cute. That's all right. So she ain't worried about me coming in at 2:00. All right, let me go sneak back to my room and pretend I was here from like 12, because she getting her pussy licked right now. So she ain't worried about me right now. She ain't worried
at the moment.
She ain't worried about me right now.
She shouldn't be worried about you at the moment.
She wasn't worried about me.
No.
So that was like the only time, in case Maritza, in case you see this is the only time I ever saw you in a sexual act. And child, I was more worried about me than worried about what the fuck you was doing. But baby, I got girls. And I swear to God, if I saw them, first of all, if I saw any one of them, even as a grown person, I'll be like, oh shit. And then I'll be like, yo, why the fuck are you doing this where I can see you? where I could possibly see you, nigga. What the fuck? You couldn't find a place where I couldn't possibly see you. And then even that discussion would be dependent upon if the child is grown, because if the child is underage, we got a whole new set of ass whipping that I'm gonna have to throw on you just because I caught you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yes, I did the same thing, and yes, I got my ass beat. That's why I gotta repeat the ass beatings to you. I gotta pass down the generation now, because when my mama thought I was fucking, she whipped my ass. So now that I think you're fucking and you're under 18, yes, I'm gonna have to whoop your ass too. But no, yes, it would be worse for the children. It would be worse. Not for me. Yes.
Okay,
All
so
girls
catching.
too. I don't want to see them fucking or sucking. Nah.
Okay. So catching your kids would be harder for you than them catching you, for you to take.
Well, the one time that I was caught, I mean, I didn't actually think about it until we discussed it. And like I said, I only saw my mother in a sexual act one time. So it really, it never dawned on me how it affected them how it affected my oldest when she saw me. It never dawned on me to ask her about it. And I damn sure ain't talked to Maritza about me catching her.
So that's interesting. I like that we have.
I would feel way worse to catch this. And again, because of depending on the age of the child. If it's a grown child, I'd be like, nigga, you should know better that I might walk in here and catch you. But if it's a younger child, you don't even know how to wash your ass. How you sucking dick? No.
I hear you. If it was something that graphic, those are probably variables that one would have to consider as well. Like, what is being done? What is the age of the child? How much of a sexual education that you think that they have? So I do get it. If I was just to think off bat, like what would be more mortifying to me, I think it would be to be caught, actually, versus the other way around. I'm very just sexually liberated, and I don't know what I could be doing at the moment, and I don't want that burned into their memory because people are into different things.
Yes.
But I think that if I were to walk into one of my children masturbating or something, that's one thing. To see them with somebody else, that's another thing. So I do get that. I'm thinking along the lines of where they're at right now, and the most probable is probably the masturbation. I'm really big on masturbation anyway, and I think that it's healthy. And I don't think it would bother me to walk in on that. And I love that we have such different views on this, because some people resonate with yours and others might with mine, who knows? And others might just have like a whole different, totally different, I don't know what other option there is. But
to be honest, there is no other option. I mean, even before the Rona, you had to pay attention to anything sexual involved in your children, no matter what age they are, because of the world we live in. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why fucking, secret fucking cameras exist. You know what I'm saying? People putting cameras and teddy bears to take the child to daycare and shit like that, because, you know what I'm saying? Because at any point of their life, something sexual could happen. So, yeah. So, you know what I mean? You pay attention to shit like that. But, but I don't know. It's just like I said, I never thought of how it would affect, Africa when the two times that she caught me. Like we never discussed it. It was just something like I just pretended it never happened. And you know what I mean? And I figure if anything, if she even, processed it as an older child, as when she got older and shit, she processed it like, okay, my mother was with somebody and I was supposed to be sleeping, and therefore this happened. Shit happens.
Yeah, it's not like mom's trying to fucking
shit absolutely happens.
Shit happens.
But there's a whole line where shit happens versus, you know what I'm saying, you making shit happen, or if you know what I'm saying, you're being sexual with in front of a child and stuff like that. Like you feel like you hear sick shit like that, people, you know, forcing their children to be sexual, or putting them in sexual situations, their own
That's a
fucking
whole
parents.
nother,
You
yeah,
know
that's
what
a
I'm
whole
saying?
nother
So
trauma.
yeah, you know, so I think I definitely think it plays upon the relationship between the parent and the child. That's first, and then
Right.
second, you know what I'm saying, is it is something, it's like a part of the household too, because it's, if you're not treating sex like something bad, you know what I mean, then then the child won't assume that it's something bad. You know what I mean,
Or
they
shameful.
automatically you know, they're not ashamed of anything that they do if they you know, eventually get into sexual things, you know what I mean, because
Mm-hmm.
they're already seen as normal. Like me personally, I mean, I hope that these type of households don't exist in this day, but I mean, I would hate to hear that, you know, you're telling your child that, you know, in 2020 don't have sex till they're married, don't touch themselves, just be celibate, and don't, you know, engage in any kind of, you know, interaction, whether it's male on male, male female, whatever it is.
There are people that
If
are saying
you
that
doing
though.
this whole, you know,
Mm-hmm.
not 1820 kind of, you know, raising your kids, you go, I feel that if anything, you're turning your child on to all the shit that you telling them that is bad. Like, you got to make some of this shit, you got to, you know, break this shit down and be real to kids, so that they know what, you know,
Mm-hmm.
when they experience certain shit, they know it's normal,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean, and not be ashamed of shit.
Right. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I had heard my parents, I would frequently hear my parents having sex.
Right, yeah, you mentioned it before.
Although, uh-huh. And it took a long time for me to get that out of my brain. But it was so confusing because we didn't have sexual education. Everything was just a mystery. And then I just hear that. And then
Hmm.
my sister and I had stumbled upon a sex tape that they had made, right? And they were, you know, they're very sexual people. But it was just confusing as a child
Hmm.
because they were so hush hush about all that shit. And so I think, whereas, you know, the next generation, obviously, speaking about them, their next generation, me being included and my siblings, we all are a lot more prone to have a discussion about sex with our children than they
Hmm.
were. That's not always the case. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Not everybody is willing to do that. And I'm not saying that what we're doing is like right. It's just that's what we do. But we've found that it's works for us. It's worked for us with regards to questions that our children are obviously going to have eventually.
Indeed. Indeed.
And so I don't know. It's just very interesting. Now, do you have any embarrassing questions, or excuse me, embarrassing questions, or do I need to continue?
Oh man, you might as well continue, because I'm trying not to embarrass myself. Never mind
No,
embarrass
you're
you. Shit. You know
no,
what I'm
no,
saying? I mean, really. You
nah.
know,
These are just
but it's all an
questions that
education
people
though. It's,
usually.
I mean, just to add one more thing,
Yes.
it's all an
Uh-huh.
education that you have to, you know what I'm saying, however you educate, and however you learned yourself, and however you educate your kids. That's
Mhm.
that's really the key. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be
Yes.
right for every fucking body else. As long as it's right
Absolutely
for
not.
you. It's always
Right.
been right for me to keep it fucking real, based on the fact that there is nothing else. Why, you know what I'm saying? Yes, there are stories and fantasies and tales that the children must, you know, all of them learn and eventually, you know, sing along with. But
Mhm.
but at the same time, they live in a real reality. When they come home,
Right.
they'll see their mama really struggling to pay bills. They'll see their mama really struggling to keep food on the table. So it's so to then, you know, sit and tell your kid a fantasy is, you doing them a disservice. You're doing them a fucking
Yeah.
disservice. You know what I mean?
And kids are very prone to things. They're a lot more intelligent and quick
A lot
than I
more
think
intelligent than
they're
we're
giving
giving them
credit.
credit for.
Yeah, you
and
know, I
and
know.
the, and the
Yeah.
and the more they come, the more intelligent they are. So
Right.
keeping them in fucking fantasy world is stupid. You know what I mean? Like, no.
It doesn't do it doesn't do anything except cause confusion, I think, and
Hmm.
delay processes that need to be experienced anyway.
And delay
So if
process.
you are, trying to delay it or whatever, then that's just your style. um I've just been thinking a lot. I've been thinking, all in my head. And of course, messing with the ganja helps to accentuate that very nicely,
Child,
right?
indeed.
And so, how are things going with your move, my queen? How are things
Man, I am
going?
basically getting everything straight. You know what I mean? If you look at this place as you know what I mean, I'm definitely. I mean, as far as all my shit, I'm mostly packed. You know what I mean? The only thing left to pack is really shit I use every fucking day, which I ain't packing that. But I mean, as
Hmm.
far as getting rid of shit and shoot, I mean, I worked the hell out of my shredder the other day. Shoot, I mean, seriously,
Right.
just so. I
So,
mean, the main thing I'm looking forward to is just, to be honest, the main thing I'm looking forward to is the fact that certain chapters are gonna close the right way. You know what I mean? Like certain chapters, certain things are gonna be like finished off where I don't, I don't have to, I'm not gonna get no backlash behind it. You know what I mean? So
mm,
I'm really happy about that part.
that's what's up.
You know what I mean? But and not for nothing, yo, Facebook Marketplace. I mean, some real shit, yo. I've
Yeah,
been selling little shit here and there on Facebook Marketplace. This shit works out. This shit been working out. You know what I'm saying? Little pieces here and there,
that's what's
and
up.
this shit been working out. So it's like, oh,
Good
yeah,
for you.
man. You know what I
And I'm sure
mean?
it feels really cleansing to be able to get rid of a lot of things.
It does. It does. It does. It does. It just like, you know what I'm saying? And then I also got to do some memory traveling because like I bumped into like pictures of when Africa was small. And I mean, I'm talking about
Oh,
pictures from, you know what I'm saying, when a goddess was small, shoot, and now you're looking at them talking about that's me. I'm like, nah, that ain't you. It's just because all three of y'all look alike. At babies, all three of y'all look the same. You know what I mean? But yeah, I got pictures like crazy. I even got this one picture. Ooh,
beautiful.
my king is gonna be mad when I talk about this picture, but fuck it, we gonna talk about this picture because it's a long time ago. CPS can't do shit about this. So you know what I'm saying? So it's a picture. I even found a picture of my king standing with Africa. Not really standing, but he's posing, and Africa is like maybe I don't know, like 6, 7 and shit. And there's a whole big tall Heineken standing in front of her. And so it's him, her, and the Heineken in this picture. And of course, when I show it, he's like, yo, what? There's an adult with a child and a beard. Nobody said nothing when this picture was taken. Huh? I was like, yup, everybody was high. Everybody was high and was snapping
Like, well,
pictures.
she wasn't drinking it. So, I mean, it was just there.
No, it was just there, and clearly it didn't belong
Yeah.
to, and it clearly didn't belong to her. It was damn sure it
Right.
was her. So it damn sure didn't belong to her. But he immediately got all sensitive, like
Uh,
adult with a
you
child
know
and
you
a
ready to
beard.
hump on that dick. You know you ready to get up on that dick.
Girl, I can't
We gonna
wait. I
have,
can't wait.
yeah,
Shoot.
that's
Man,
what's up.
listen. My old ass was
Now,
practicing how to drop the ass and everything. Like, fuck it, let's get it. Cause we gonna get it. We gonna get it.
man, shut up, you are not old.
What?
My next question is in your dating history. Obviously, this is not going to be including your king or whatever, but have you ever had a partner that you had to tell that wasn't the freshest and you had to tell them to freshen up?
Ooh.
You feel me? What was that
Ooh.
like?
No, actually, no. Oh my God, no. I mean, I think if anything, I've had more situations where I've had to pretend like it was satisfying, and it wasn't. Like, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Just to not hurt a motherfucker's feelings or
Okay.
get whatever the fuck I was getting at the time from that person. And you know what I'm saying? Both situations apply
Okay.
and or, and literally, like, I
Okay.
think that has happened to me more than anything. Like, just like, and that's like the worst
Like
feeling too,
what?
because
What do
it's
you
like,
mean?
I mean, like
Happiness.
the nigga put it in, and you're just like, oh, is that it?
Ah,
Oh, damn. All right,
yeah, that
I gotta
sucks.
somehow get a
Yeah.
nut off of this. Okay. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me think. Meditate, meditate, meditate. Ah, there it is. There it is. There it is. You know what I'm saying? Oh man.
Well, just think of it like a pussy. Just think of it like a big old clit that's rubbing against your clit. Just
I
fucking
mean,
fuck with
because
it
that's
that
what it
way.
ended up was. It's like, yo, the crazy. I mean, seriously, like, no, like, no.
Woo!
I mean, really, when I look back at my dating history, it's always either been too small or just right. There's been few just right, a couple too small, and then the ones that are way too big that just make you say, "Damn, I am never going to forget you," because like, I'm never gonna forget you. Lord,
Oh
Lord
Lord.
knows the
Okay,
ones that I
okay.
say, I'm never going to forget you. I'm never going to forget you. Oh, damn, I'm gonna have to edit this part out, because
No,
I'm like, wait, because then he gonna be like, oh, so you mean never, as in you still think about it now? Well, not really, but I mean, maybe a little. I mean,
oh my
hello,
God.
I'm an
Okay.
erotica writer. I gotta think about different
Right. You gotta
things
think
when I
about
invite
things.
sometimes. I'm
You
just
can't
saying,
help what you can and
variety,
cannot
you know,
remember, yo.
helps people come. Variety helps people come.
Oh shit, this is awesome.
I'm just
So,
saying.
has it ever been said about you? Like, has someone ever said, "Oh yeah, you ain't the freshest right now"?
Oh my God. I think I've gotten a hint. I'm thinking
Yeah.
I think I got a hint one time where it was just like, oh, all right, okay. And then it was just, and then I
Yeah.
realized what it was, and I fixed it real quick. And then we went back to what we was doing, and ooh.
Right,
Yes,
right.
that
It
actually happened
happens.
one time. Yes, I remember
Hey,
he actually stopped and was like, chill. And then I was like, what happened? And then it made me realize, I was like, oh, okay, let me fix
hey. You know what I'm saying? We grown. But hey, I will answer the same questions. I'm not going to just put you out there.
Whoa.
So, while we on the subject, yes, I have been told that I needed to freshen up. And you know what? I appreciated that. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, we get busy. You feel me? And it is a cave that has it's in a magical cave, but
And
it's
it
a
cleans
cave that
itself.
it
First of
cleans
all, it's a
itself
cave that cleans
ultimately.
itself. So therefore, you
Right.
know what I'm saying?
But however, it can get a little funky up in there when certain elements are, you know what I'm saying? So yes, I have also, if anybody else has experienced that, don't trip, just fix it. Like my girl Kai said, just fix that shit and get on with your business. I've
Basically.
also had to tell somebody too, it's like, hey, yo, why don't we just take a shower real quick? What's up? Like, you know what I mean? Or yeah, I'm gonna need, I've had to. And my thing is usually like the shower. Either let's take a shower or you mind taking a shower. You know what I mean? It's nothing but a word. Like I said, we're adults. If anyone gets butthurt about it, hey, I mean, wash your ass. Wash your ass. I don't
Come
know.
on, especially, come on, like you said, it's not something like every time you're around me, I have, you know what I'm saying? I have a scent
Right.
going on. No, it was a
Right.
situation where it's like, okay, you probably, it could have been like you were running around all day, busy.
Right. That shit gets
We see each
salty.
other, we start kissing, we start getting into it,
Right.
and then we forget the fact that, we just came from outside. So, you know what
Right.
I'm saying? So then it's like, oh, okay,
Or that
wait.
your period is right around the corner.
It's like, yeah, it's like,
You know what I'm
wait.
saying?
Let's take a minute, fix the situation, and then get right back into the moment. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Now, if it was something that was repeated, now then I could see you having an issue. Like, yeah, if I repeat every time you see me, I smell some kind of way. Like, yes. I would want you to tell me so I could get that fucking shit checked. That matter of fact, I don't even understand when you tell when somebody claim they don't smell their own self. Like, that's just dumb. Because and I even mentioned it because on some real shit, my 11-year-old tries that on a regular basis, and I'll be trying to tell her, like, girl, you cannot do that, and don't play with me, because if I can smell you before I come to you as a girl, you smell that too. Don't play with me. But, you know, so but yeah, if it's not something that's regular, then you know, because we all get into it. I mean, shit. You know what I mean? What the hell?
Well,
You know what I mean? There's times, I mean, shit, I remember back in the days when people be coming home from the club, you know what I'm saying? You in the club all night, you know what I'm saying? And if
that
you get
pussy be
into it right after the club, you know what I'm
sweating.
saying? The person might stop and say, "Hey, let's go take a shower."
You know what I'm
You know,
saying?
so that we
Yeah.
wash the club off with. You know what I'm
And
saying?
I have a big ass pussy, so that shit is gonna retain a lot of fluids.
And then on top of the fact that pubic hair, first of all, hair on your body, whether it's underarm hair or pubic hair, that shit carries a scent automatically. Automatically.
Right.
Never mind the fact that there you add the natural scent of hair, then sweat, then juices from your
The body juices.
then you know what I'm saying, and then you moving around, then your clothing, whatever, whatever, you know what I'm saying, ink that might, you know, be coming off your clothes, mixing in with your skin. I'm just saying. And then let's you say you put lotion on or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That those combinations after a couple of hours can rear an ugly fucking head. You know what I'm saying? Can really rear an ugly fucking head. So you know what I mean?
And
So
I'm like,
so nobody can ever say that they ain't never had they ain't never stunk in their life. Like, come on, that's the reason why the fuck they make soap in the first place, because they know that at some point you do end up stinking. So and as women, shoot, like I said, the underarm hair and pubic hair alone carries an extra fucking scent, and let you put on some fucking frilly drawers that you know what I'm saying, and then the soap you wash in your drawers in, another motherfucking fucker
can
that could
cause
just fuck up
irritants.
your whole pH. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Another motherfucker that could fuck up your whole pH. The soap you wash your drawers in. You know what I'm saying? So there's a
And
lot of
sometimes I'm
combinations that
like,
just fuck with your scent.
exactly. And sometimes I'm just like, man, I didn't drink a lot of water today, you know? And then I'm like, all right, cool, let's fix that. Same concept. And then you drink a lot more water, you hydrate yourself, and then you see a difference in your urine, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's good to pay attention to ourselves that way and make sure that we're doing it for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I must admit, I love certain smells. I'm attracted to like body odors. So, specifically with armpits, particularly with men, I just get very attracted to it. And it's like, for me, it's like a turn off if like I smell it on a woman for some weird reason, right? But whatever scent it is, like the pheromones that I get, like smelling it off of a man is different. Like it turns me on. I also like feet smells.
Clutch my pearls together, myself.
Like I love, there's just something about like hardworking feet. Like I think like I would just love to just sniff it. And I don't know if that's a fetish or what, or if I'm just
It
attracted to
damn sure
those
must be a
smells.
fetish, girl, because
Yeah. One thing
God.
one thing I'll never get used to is breath smell. Like I'm never gonna be attracted to no funky ass. Or or if your ass or shit smells above normal. You know what I mean? Whatever your normal is. You feel me? So it's just those are the things. But yeah, armpits particularly and feet. I'm very into those smells.
Wow.
What else? Sometimes like, around the ball sack area, like I just love like how that genuinely smells.
Wow.
Yeah. I love the smell of vagina, of a woman's vagina, as long as the pH is right.
Mm-hmm.
I love that natural tanginess, that sweetness. I love ass. I love clean ass. That's for sure. So yeah, those are some things that I fancy. What are some weird things, or what are some things that we may not know about you that turn you on?
Oh man. I mean, I get it when it comes to scent, cause on some real shit, I when it comes to my king, I definitely like to smell him. But he always has this just sophisticated, just kind of suede kind of smell, like what I mean, like it smells smooth, like everything on him smells smooth as shit. So like I always liked it, like he always would look at me like, why the fuck is you sniffing me? You trying to look for something? Nah, I actually like your scent. You know what I'm saying? So smelling him turns me on. Definitely, his smell turns me on. But shit. I mean, I'm a very much like, I need a person to talk to my mind thoroughly. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to turn me the fuck on, you say some shit that have my mind going. I'll be really right there, like, word.
Okay.
Because immediately as soon as you say it, I'm gonna think about it and be like, oh yeah, I actually see that happening. Wait a minute. Throw it where? Where? Okay, wait, hold on. I did that. Shit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Oh man, hell yeah.
Sapiosexuals in the house. But yeah, I think that's awesome that you know that about yourself.
I mean, the fact is, as you get older, you must identify what you like, what you don't like, what you'll go for, and what you won't go for, in order to live your life in a sane and in a pleasurable way, because living for somebody else is a fucking no-go. Like you get one chance only. You only doing it for you. Fuck everybody else. And when you say fuck everybody else, you don't mean fuck the people that mean something to you, but you mean fuck everybody that are seriously out there trying to plot to destroy you or see your demise. Fuck them.
And fuck their opinions.
Fuck them. Fuck their opinions. Fuck how they feel. If they ain't got nothing to do with your progress, fuck them. If they have nothing positive to say to keep you moving, fuck them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
agree.
And even the people that you do care about, even the people that really mean something to you, if they go as far as to plan and plot for your motherfucking demise, fuck them too. Fuck them too. I mean, it hurts.
It's a hard lesson to learn.
It hurts more because it's because it's somebody you care about. It hurts more, and you definitely feel it more. You'll think about it more. You'll remorse more about it because it's somebody you care about.
Right.
But at the end of the day, fuck them.
And their negativity, if that's what they're bringing.
Trying to see your demise, they are truly sitting there waiting to see you fall.
No bueno.
Straight like that. Straight like that.
I love it.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Straight Cardi, no chaser. Straight Bacardi, no chaser. Straight Hennessy.
I love it.
That's what you want to. If that's what you drinking.
No. You know what? Nigga. I'm looking forward to Queensgiving. I'm glad that we called it Queensgiving. I'm glad that
Oh
we're gonna
yes,
be
Queens
coming
giving.
together. Yes, we're gonna be coming together and just having a good time, I hope. Of
Mm-hmm.
course,
Of
you
course.
know, it's
It's
gonna be
gonna be
emotional.
it's gonna be bomb because you know what I'm saying, we're gonna have
Yeah,
mad food, we're gonna have, you know what I'm
I'm
saying,
cooking too.
good, you know what I'm saying, good energy, good people, you know what I mean? It's gonna be a
Yes,
celebration. You know what I mean?
definitely,
Word.
definitely. And I don't know. I forget the other questions that I had prepared for this, but it doesn't matter. I don't know if
Lord,
you
you
have
had
any.
questions.
I'm all over. I be all over the place in my Zoom calls.
Man, listen. You know what? I should ask you, what's popping in your DM? Cause literally
What you talking about?
Your DM, I'm assuming is popping.
Why? Why would you say
I'm
that?
just saying. I just feel like, you know
Uh,
what I mean? Shit. Shoot. I mean, the other day, what was it yesterday? I put up a picture of you on our Facebook page. Like 7 people liked it right away. I said, oh
oh,
yes.
really? Okay.
Her DM is popping. Somebody jumping in there and saying, hey baby, what's good?
What? Well, damn. I guess I'm not reading the same DMs.
Mm-mm-mm. Oh damn! Well,
But
if your DMs
anywho,
ain't telling, if your DMs ain't popping with motherfuckers hollering and saying some positive shit, everybody else needs to get deleted and blocked. Deleted and blocked.
well, thank you,
You've been
Queen.
fired. You're
Thank you.
about to
I
lose
think
your job. Get this dance.
shout out to that queen and her bravery as
Oh
well in
my
that
God!
video.
To this
She's
day,
so dope.
I really hope that
Yeah.
she is making money off that song. I swear to God, if she's not, it's shameful. The world is singing that shit.
Well, she can definitely gain exposure. Maybe that's what it will bring her, if anything.
Mm.
Um, and hopefully she uses it as a way to make money off of it.
I
You feel
really
me?
do hope so. I really do
That's what's
hope
up.
so. Cause really that's like one of the themes of people's so-called celebration. Again, I think this shit was funny as hell because I said, "Oh man, that song is hilarious," and she must be rich. This song is hilarious, and she must be rich.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? But
So are you willing to talk about what you get in your DMs since
oh
you
shit!
throwing it out there?
Let me. Yo, honestly, I haven't got a DM, and this is real fucking talk. I haven't had nobody holler at me in no DM since I started talking about my king on our page.
Okay.
Dead ass.
Okay. I hear
Dead
you.
ass. Matter of fact, on some real shit, there was a
Yeah.
time where I was getting like every time I would drop a blog, I would get a tip $10 here, $20 here, $50 here. Shit,
Ooh.
nobody tipping now. Like, oh,
Why'd you tell them that about it? Maybe you should
I
have
was
kept
like,
that undisclosed.
oh. No, but I'm saying though, everybody that follows me on my, I mean, at least I'm assuming
Okay.
a good amount of people that follows me follows us on our page. So it's like,
Right.
oh, okay, well, oh. I mean, not like I give a fuck, cause I mean, shit. The DMs was
Right.
not. I mean, the DMs just literally just get. Listen, I don't have to. No, that position has been filled. Send. I mean, even before this
That's what's
shit was
up.
announced, I was always saying that position has been filled. Send. So
But you've always made it clear that you're monogamous. So
yeah,
that is what a monogamous person should do.
but and it so but now you make certain references, and people say, oh. I don't even talk to you no more. Like, okay, that ass. Like, people get that all of a sudden it's, oh, hi, Kai. Okay, hello.
It's similar to what J. Cole experienced, I think, when I don't know, did it change for him when he told motherfuckers that he was married? Or when someone blasted him out or something like that, or mentioning that he has a girl or whatever. Anyways. I'm just talking
Shit,
about what.
I refuse that. Please, these rappers. I'm sure no matter you could. I'm sure that any one of these rappers could take pictures with their girl every fucking day, whoever, and say yes, I love her. I
Still
don't want to
get.
be with nobody but her. And there'll be hoes jumping in the DM talking about, okay, but I'm gonna be in Chicago when you gonna be in Chicago, and I figured you can hit this real quick. I'm just saying, it's gonna be bitches that do that.
But that's just how it goes, though. That's
It's
the name
gonna
of
be
the
bitches that do
game.
that, like literally, like
Yeah.
that's the whole. It's funny how like that's like one of the ways that some of these bitches get famous. They either jump on Instagram and call themselves Instagram models, or they literally jump in DM. I mean, I forgot what the fuck her name is, but this is one chick, they literally said that's all she do. Like the last motherfucker she fucked was motherfucking Snoop Dogg, apparently. And this
really?
bitch, yeah, and this bitch, she said that's all she do. She jump in a nigga DM and offer her pussy, and then they fly her out, pay her, fuck her, and that's it. And literally, so it's like that's where we at when it comes to these hoes. They don't care what
I can't judge
it.
They
will jump in the DM and offer pussy real quick.
Wow.
Real quick.
I don't know. I think anyone, to each his own. I've been called a slut before. I've been called all that. And
yes,
so I just don't. I don't know. I just think people do what they do. Dang, I thought I had another one. Just slipped my mind.
The weed does that.
It certainly does. Either that or my short-term memory loss. But I just want to, I got to cook. I didn't even plan before this. So I just, I don't know.
It's all good. It's all good. This is still.
I don't know how to say goodbye.
This is still content for us, and you know what I mean. And at the end of the day, shit, that's another thing. We you know what I mean. We gotta get together and do this shit just like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And and it all plays into what our show is about. You know what I mean? We talk about shit. We sit here. We smoke. Have a good motherfucking time, and let people watch us do the shit.
Man,
damn right.
It is such a pleasure working with you, and I wish you a good night. I'm gonna go and make some food for these children.
Yes, that's true. Them grown ass niggas should be cooking for you. What's up?
I agree.
The fuck they ain't cooking?
See, we tried that, but I just cook better, and I prefer. That's one thing I don't mind doing, but they got to clean and everything. I make these kids clean everything.
Yes.
No, I love to cook.
Yes.
And I can't wait until we can cook for Queensgiving, because I ain't celebrating no genocide bullshit. We're gonna make it our own holiday.
Oh hell yeah! Trust me, I told you, Thanksgiving has never been about celebrating whatever motherfuckers claim that they celebrating. No, I'm celebrating the fact that I'm making a whole big ass meal, and we all gonna be eating. We gonna be smoking. I mean, that's what I do every year. Literally, I told you, even when it was just me in Africa, I would I would cook the whole meal like it was 10, 20 niggas coming. And we would eat and eat and eat. And then when we done eating, if there was food left by Sunday, we either toss it, or the food would be done by Thursday or by Sunday. Cause shit,
that's what's up.
That's how it goes. The name of the game for me. Really, it's about just eating and enjoying the day. Really.
That's what's up. Being around your loved ones.
Being around loved ones and just, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the only difference was that, when I was in New York, at that time when I was cooking, I would like maybe bring plates to my father, because my father would be working at that time. So I would, because he worked in a hotel, so he would be working on Thanksgiving. So I would bring him a plate or something like that. But for the most part, Thanksgiving was always home, eat food and smoke, and eat food and smoke. I mean, that's a regular rotation.
I love it. I cannot wait. Well, have a great night, and I love you so much.
All right, honey. Love you too. All right. Motherhood sex marijuana.
Sex marijuana in the motherfucking building.
Yes. and meeting.
Oh,
I think crossfader is easily said.
Crossfader,
Yeah,
what's that?
you were taking a shot.
She says that sometimes.
I like being crossfaded sometimes.
What that mean?
Just when you're alcoholic, when you're
Oh.
drunk and high at the same time.
Oh,
You know,
a mix.
like,
Oh, I'm like crossfaded. I don't know what
not
that
to
means.
the point of.
I don't know what that means, but I feel you. I know, because I definitely, it's a good mixture, but it gotta be the right kind of liquor. You know what I'm saying? Because if you mix it with the wrong liquor, Lord knows you be fucked up.
You won't be able to stand. Next thing you know, who else is drinking proper 12?
Me too. Me and Alicia would like one.
Oh, Alicia Adriana, my sister.
You drinking?
Right there.
That's fine. Thank you.
Anybody
Pass
else?
me something. All right. Yes. That's a healthy shot.
The rest is
know?
milk and
That's a healthy shot. That's a healthy shot. Yes.
Let me see that empty glass right there next to you.
Okay. Cool. And one thing I am definitely thankful for is for all of y'all coming here and enjoying this Thanksgiving with me. You know what I'm saying?
Queensgiving.
Queensgiving, of course. You know what I'm saying? So, shit.
Not to mention the two kings that are sitting here.
Indeed. Kings.
Twin stars and the twins do their thing.
Of course.
It's really
Of course.
Queensgiving.
Actually,
You know what I'm saying?
we just
Of course, when Boom Boom talking, Boom Boom like, yes, we in the building.
No,
we in the
he's
building.
right. We need
Oh
to
yeah, they
acknowledge
here
the
too. They
kings
here too. They here too. They here too. We remember you. Yes, we do.
It's all
We're
good.
concerned.
Father's Day.
Remember
Thank you.
you.
We feel very remembered.
We're glad that
It's so
you'll be enjoying the food with us as well. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Damn right.
Guess who's gonna be looked for tomorrow?
Who that?
Black Friday.
Oh shit.
The guys. The kings.
Right.
Right? The shopping.
Well, hopefully they
Are you
have a
waking
Black
up at
Panther
4
uniform
a.m.?
for me.
No, fuck Black Friday.
Shopping where? The fuck? What money?
Let's go.
What money?
Even if I had a girl, I wouldn't be like.
Let's go to
Like,
Wisconsin. Let's go to
what
Wisconsin, guys.
money?
That's where the money's at. Wisconsin is where the
I'm
money's at.
just saying.
That state is swinging like a motherfucker right
I'm
now.
I got
just
you.
saying, like shit. I ain't got no.
Bless. Family.
Bless.
Yeah, I think Wisconsin is the state to be in. Since Michigan already fucked up.
First of all, I don't even know how it's gonna go in COVID times. Cause think about it, this is the first Black Friday that
I see.
these motherfuckers gonna be doing in COVID. But I mean, can you really call yourself standing online at 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 feet away from each other, wearing masks,
Yeah.
waiting for the fucking store to get open, and then y'all rush in at the same time? And who's counting how many?
Yeah, when we're already like known for our ravenous capitalist like debacles every Friday already.
And the fuck? Like really? Come on now. Like let's be real.
And how
Like
many
that
people?
shit is
How
like-
many people will let into the store?
I tell
That's
you
what I'm saying.
It's not gonna be Black
because
Friday no more
because every one of them have to have a maximum number.
Yes.
And they're supposed to
I
be
hope so.
counting how many people go in the
That's
store.
every
and that means there's no Black
Yeah.
Friday no more
That's
because
what-
Black Friday is all about the stampede.
So come
It's all
on,
about the
exactly.
Well, it's
I mean,
gonna
because-
turn
Not
into
stomping on
online
somebody's
shopping
feet and
even
head.
We're
more.
gonna take on the
You know.
Wait.
The sale
Wait.
don't mean
So
nothing.
that.
You're saying there's no
Fuck
money?
that team.
I'm saying that I ain't got no
Step on
money
your
to be
ass.
shopping.
Now.
The Tesla
Feel
guy
powerful.
is the second richest guy now.
Elon
I ain't
Musk.
fucking Mr. Tesla.
Who's buying Tesla?
I am not
Where's the money
fucking
coming
Mr.
from?
Tesla. I don't know him.
Bro, he
I
sells-
can't borrow no
he
money
sells
from
those
him. I'm
engines.
not using his credit card.
Oh, who, Mr. Tesla?
No, I don't know him.
Yeah.
He don't know me because
All I know is that-
if I did know him, I would have asked him to lend me a couple thousand. You know what I'm saying? Just hold,
you know that
hold
motherfucker
something.
wouldn't.
You know
just
that
just
part. I
slide
love
something
that
my way.
motherfucker
Just give me a
wouldn't.
check with no numbers on it.
I
I'll
mean,
figure
you
it out.
wear a
I know
mask
how to
every
write
day.
numbers.
You don't
It's
I
smart
know how to
as
write
well.
Fuck
numbers.
Black Friday.
I know how to write my
all
own
of
numbers.
y'all.
See, if I knew him.
No, I'm not fuck all of y'all.
Check out how to write my own
Fuck Black
numbers.
Friday. If you merchandisers know what's good for you, go ahead and give people these sales online because that's what they're gonna have to do due to all the shit that's going on.
You know mask? You know Elon then.
Again, I ain't
Elon
got
Musk.
nothing. That's a
I'm
shop.
not-
It's
it's like
like
that.
that. And me and Mr.
You
Tesla
know,
don't know
the
him.
gate?
So,
You know Bill.
so my
I
question
don't know
is,
him.
My question is
I don't
his
know
mask
them.
electric? Mr. Elon Musk? Is his mask electric? Yeah, because he makes electric cars, right?
So stupid.
No, it's just a question. Like, how does his mask work?
Hey,
like,
we have to ask
some
you guys.
people have hybrid
Not.
masks.
You're
you know
not
what I'm saying?
getting
Some folks have
Let me say
bandanas.
this again.
Some
You know-
folks
you
like
know
me use
buffet?
our hair.
You know Warren. You know a gate. You know Bill.
See, I get what
you
you
know
saying.
mask.
I
mean, these guys are gonna be in your mouth every day.
yeah, but still.
I mean, where you at? You the base? You base
Dr.
on-
Fauci?
Jay.
I'm Dr. Fauci for now.
None of these people are worried about.
They
Even
ain't
though
worried,
they
man.
should, even though they should, but
Why should they?
man, listen.
Why? For what
Fuck
reason?
about ya.
Oh, I know why they should. Because you are a number in their book, and their numbers have to add up.
The numbers have to add up, and
Mhm.
eventually, even the richest motherfuckers'
Wow.
numbers are not gonna add up.
Man.
That's what
Was
COVID
that the
is
Hennessy
about.
shot that just told me that?
Let's be real. When
think
this COVID shit came out, they just expected it to hit the poor people.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah,
and
slash
now it's hitting the
Yeah.
rich people. Trust me, even they have to start thinking about how it's not adding up. It's not adding up for them neither.
I got another
That
one.
ass.
I got another one. Let's leave the first world problems.
Crazy.
Let's not even go to the second world. Let's go to the third world.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Now, Kenyan politicians steals $2.4 billion in 3 months.
Make that 5 to be generous.
Yeah, 5.
Stole,
Fine.
you said? When
Yeah.
you say stole.
No, they didn't.
What?
Actually, let me just say this. We can't say they stole it because we never took them to court,
Allegedly.
and there was never
Allegedly. So we gotta swing
a
around
hammer.
allegedly.
Yeah.
So we gotta swing the
a
allegedly
gavel.
word, okay?
Yeah.
Allegedly.
A gavel.
Alright.
It's a gavel, not a navel.
Yeah,
Sorry,
let's
guys.
just leave it real quick.
There's never been a gavel that
Isn't
was
it
hit
a
on that
gavel?
case.
Gavel.
A gavel. Thank you.
Gavel.
Gravel. Gravel.
Either way,
was never
we gotta swing the allegedly word, right? We gotta
Man.
swing. We gotta say allegedly.
Right.
Okay.
Serious.
Just to be
Yes.
Allegedly.
Just
That's what we're saying.
$2.4 billion.
Yeah.
Dollars.
No,
If we got lost
the
here,
numbers are not alleged though. The numbers are $2.4 billion.
dollars in a third world country.
No allegations.
Not a second world.
Mm-hmm.
A third world country.
Yeah. Guys, we're in the
Then,
wrong
yeah,
It's not
business.
even
in
the
a
richest
pla-
country
That's what
in
I'm saying. In a
Africa.
place where they expect that the money is not there and the money's there because these motherfuckers stole it. That's
Because
what I'm
that's-
saying.
I mean, that's where all
That's
the
what
money
you're
is.
saying.
Anyway.
Someone stole it.
You
It
know?
didn't
In
evaporate.
the banks.
It didn't just disappear. 'cause
It disappeared.
Again, the numbers
Like
don't add
juju.
up.
Boy, they'll never add up.
Voodoo, it's
They'll
it
never
were
add up.
like
Money is numbers and never.
$2.4 billion in a country where a dollar can buy you breakfast.
An American dollar, you mean?
Yes, absolutely. We're talking to the
Okay.
Americans right now. Oh, by the way,
But dollar,
Um,
you got milk
can we-
and bread.
can we just
Let's
bro,
just
bro,
take
hang
time
on.
to consume
Hang
that.
on, just a
I'm
second.
listening. I'm listening.
Let's
So
go.
that's
Let's back
2.4
that up for
billion
just a
dollars.
second.
I'm listening.
Let's back that up for just a second, guys. We are all the way in Kenya, East Africa right now. Okay.
Okay.
Just to catch you all up.
Population,
Okay.
population.
Right.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Bro,
40
so-
million people.
So that's what we're
40
saying.
million
That's what we're
40
saying.
million.
What he's
2.4
saying
billion
is that
dollars.
there is 40 million
Okay.
people in Kenya,
Okay.
and there is $2.4 billion that was stolen in 5 months. That's what he's
Yeah.
trying to say. So we're in Kenya right now, which is a third world shithole country, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
They are
40
Kenyan,
people,
so they
40
can
million
talk
Allegedly,
about
right?
what they know.
Allegedly, right? Everything is
a
allegedly.
third.
I mean, he
Right.
is
Okay.
from there, so
Right.
I'm
He
just
can.
it's not.
They can.
He has the
Yeah.
you know.
A third of America.
Oh yeah, I agree.
It's a third of America.
We're just saying.
A third of
We're in
America
the wrong
stole
business.
$2.4 billion in 3 months.
Nah, fam. I think it was just like 5 people that came together and made a plan. You can't
Okay,
be
like,
40 million
that's
strong.
what
That's
made sure.
reparations, bro.
Okay.
Are you telling me if you're going back to your
Yo,
country?
I think we need to address one other thing.
Oh, hang on. And there's a question here.
Yeah.
What was built, or what was like the cover for this money?
Right, because
Oh, the
obviously
cover
they
was a
had.
mask.
Yeah.
The cover was a face mask. Yes, Corona.
Yeah,
That was
Corona.
a cover.
How the fuck you spend $4 million on face
face mask.
Oh,
the
it's
face
easy.
mask that they give
Oh,
away for free.
hold on.
They
Oh
give
my
the
God.
they
Hold on,
give
ladies.
face masks for free
Hold on,
away
Queens.
on the fucking bus.
Hold on, Queens.
No.
I don't
Hold
even
on.
know if that's
Hold
the rest
on.
of the story. That's
So-
why I'm saying hold on.
So,
Don't
This
give
is
him
the fuckery they give away on the bus. You telling me they spent $4 million on this?
ladies and gentlemen,
Lying.
welcome to MSN.
Lying.
Mother sex marijuana in the motherfucking building, y'all.
Yo,
They give those shits away on the bus.
Let me tell you another one. You're gonna
So,
go crazy.
yeah.
They
No, we probably need to time
I'm
it.
trying to tell you,
If,
they give them
that
shits away
God
on the
don't
bus.
let-
They were given money to go support the people who are in need,
Okay.
and they spent $40,000 on tea.
I can't.
cups of tea.
Plastic
Plastic
But
cups.
it's just alleged.
And there was no bread, bro.
No,
That's what
not
he,
to
there was no
say.
cakes, no
No,
muffins.
they spent $40,000 on tea. Remember that?
Yeah, bro.
The 4 million tea.
First of all, give me just a second, my brother. Let's just back up. And ma'am, please glue yourself to your chair because we are just about to blow your mind.
We just started.
We're just beginning. So out of the $2.4 billion, we said that the masks were sold for what? 700 shillings, which is $7 per mask, right in Nairobi. And the fact of the matter is, and all this is alleged. I'm sorry, this is alleged, right? So if you are caught on the street without a mask by police, you get fined on the spot. Okay, so the question is nobody's asking where is that money going? It's actually $200.
Fine, yeah.
Yes, it's a $200
Jesus.
fine, which is 20,000 shillings.
You don't even get that from a traffic.
Which you cannot. That is literally
In
2 months
Kenya,
rent
yo,
in
he's saying
Kenya.
in
All right?
Kenya.
2 months rent.
$200.
2 months rent. So, anyways, nobody's asking where that money goes when the cop gets the money and writes you the ticket or whatever that is he writes to you. Where does that money go? Because he puts it in his pocket and moves on to the next maskless guy. You know what I'm saying? And the cycle continues. But $2.4 billion as a cover for COVID is a very smart idea. Let me give you guys 2 reasons why we're in the wrong business. Number one, if we were one of those 5 or 6 or 7 guys right now, we would have been on the beach somewhere.
Straight up,
Life would have been great. We wouldn't need no masks because there's no COVID over there. You know what I'm saying? Well, nah, I'm just kidding. Right now they're running for their lives because things are turning around, and if you're paying attention to America right now, you can see what's going on. So sit tight. We're gonna see what the fuck is gonna go on. But meanwhile, in Kenya, it's a great place to be if you wanna really make money illegally. Our government, I'm sorry to say, we love everybody that works in the government, but we hate that fucking government. We hate it. We hate the fact that $2.4 billion that's supposed to help people in COVID can be borrowed as aid. Now I'm just answering your question as I finish. They borrowed this money from Western countries, first world countries.
They were
as
given by
aid.
the Chinese guy first.
By China too. You know what I'm saying? We got all this money from China as aid.
They did
And,
a lot of aid all over the
disappears.
place because according
It just
to
disappeared up
them,
there.
it was
And
like
I'm
the
done.
way to
Guy not
appease
in
the
China.
fact that it came that
And I'm done,
supposedly
guys.
came from them.
And I'm done.
So they did that all over the place.
Yes.
Wow.
So
That's just the COVID money.
that's COVID
We are
money.
not even
We're just
talking
talking
about
about
the
COVID
abroad
money.
where.
Exactly.
I mean, that's just like
That's
the
5
time.
months.
5 months.
Yes,
like
$2.4 billion.
our surface.
I
5 months.
cannot.
I don't think any
You gotta
American
think-
politician, as corrupt as our politicians are over here too,
That's true.
I mean,
I
That's
don't
true.
think
That
they
you gotta
they're on
say
that
is true
level.
because the
I
fact
don't think
is
they're on that level.
anybody that whether you pay attention to the news or not,
Biden, maybe
the rules in America are different, way
How-
different than
I don't
any
know.
other country in the world. They are just like that's one of the things I was telling her as
Yes.
far as this podcast, like
Yes.
us going to other countries. As women, we don't have rights other places. We cannot do what no. And we
Not
can't just be
everywhere.
like, oh, we Americans. No.
We're not ignorant enough to think that
that's
we
true.
could either.
No, that's true. But that's what I'm just saying. Like that was one of the things I was just like, yo, on some real shit, we gotta pay attention if we, when we do, embark on those type of travels. You gotta remember of the places that women ain't got no fucking rights, and we cannot go there.
Right. It's
cannot go
disrespectful to women that already live there because they don't obviously don't have that voice.
And at the same time, we're not going to comply to their fucking bitch ass.
So we're not going to be. We have no
17 ass rules, 1700 ass rules. But we're not going to.
We don't have any business.
But we're not going to.
Do you know what?
And that kind of attitude is going to get us fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me finish that story. Remember, Kenya was richer than South Korea at a point.
Really?
Yeah. South Korea is number 25 in the whole world.
Mm-hmm. As far as the economy.
Yeah. So, I mean, you're telling, as much as we're saying Black Lives Matter, what about ourselves? Do we even value ourselves? As much as we are asking
them to value us,
do we even value ourselves? I mean, I've not gone home for 7 years because I have to budget. I could survive with $100 for a whole month. I'll be good. I'll be going out, drink, party.
If you were in Kenya with $100,
$200? Oh, every weekend we pop in. Friday to Sunday.
What's the difference? What's the difference?
What do they call it?
The currency, yeah.
Yeah, the currency difference.
It's $100 per dollar.
100 shillings.
100 shillings per dollar.
Actually, it plays between 100 and 120.
Wow.
And as he had said earlier, as he had inferred earlier, he had said that our economy, the Kenyan economy, was above the South Korean economy. This is before 1970. This was right after independence. Our shilling was almost as strong as a dollar. It was like a quarter to the dollar. So literally, just 20 shillings could get you. 20 shillings was worth 1 British pound, which is the strongest currency, which is why we call our 20 shilling note the pound.
Yeah, pound.
We call it the pound because it's a 20 shilling note, which is equal to the pound. But right now, a 20 shilling note
is shit.
1 pound is 140
Can buy you candy.
Oh wow.
1 pound is 140 shillings. Talk about inflation, talk about speculation, talk about resource manipulation and extortation, talk about $2.4 billion in 5 months.
I'm just saying.
Wow. You're a black person. You tell your black people, let's go to Africa, invest. You're going to go to Africa in my country. They're going to see a rich guy there. They're going to feel threatened. They're going to give you some weird tax. They're gonna rip you off.
That's why you guys are the
because
it doesn't happen.
You don't know.
I see it happen
because
in
they
Ghana.
know you don't know.
You see black Americans are going back and
because you know that they know that you don't know. That's what I'm saying.
In my country, unless you know people.
Oh yeah,
exactly. But that's what anywhere, and even then, because even if like say just because you were born there, does it, you know what I'm saying? The fact is somebody could want to just shice you just because you don't live there regularly. Like that happened to my father. My father, when he retired, because he used to work for the Hyatt in New York, and literally, what his plan was that he was going to retire, go back to Panama, and buy a house and live in Panama. Right. Literally, he bought the land and had his friend taking care of it. His friend basically robbed him of the land, fleeced him of his money because he didn't live there regularly. Yeah, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? So even just because you were born there, just because, you know what I mean, you still you gotta be somebody that they see you regularly there. Therefore, you know what I'm saying? Literally. They might not fuck with you.
Just on the crazy flip side, on the other side of the world, India. A good friend of mine was telling me about what happens in India, right? So the Indian Americans over here that are making the money and sending it back home, and they buying the land, you know what I'm saying? So their relatives are building properties and whatever. But if the land is not taken care of, strangers will actually come and buy the land. I mean, not really buy the land.
Take over.
No, they'll come and construct their own properties on the land. They'll
come and start a farm. Because they know you're not there. Because they know you're not coming there. They know you're not there regularly.
And if you go back, you know what they're going to tell you? Pay us. If you want us to leave your land, you need to pay us. Because, man, this is all our shit over here. Yeah, what the fuck you want us to do?
There's a term in real estate. I forget what it is, but it's the same difference.
Like a squatter's right.
No, it's actually like if I owned a piece of property, right? Oh. And let's say any one of you were to go there and you have witnesses that show that you live there for like a good solid, let's say, I don't know, year?
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know what it
It's
is.
probably 5.
There's a certain amount of time, but if you can prove that, it's pretty much your land.
And also a structure.
I forgot
kind
it's
of
called
structure.
free. I forget what the term is called, but people do it all the time.
Yeah, it happens.
Oh.
It happens. This is a
It
thing that happens.
happens.
It happens. It
all
actually
the
happens.
time.
And yeah,
We'll
guys,
get
ladies and
information
gentlemen,
on that and give you. I'm sorry, I'm fuzzy
and
right
y'all
now.
also do your research on
We'll
that
put
too.
it down. It's a real estate term.
And we are not saying that y'all should do that, guys.
It's just
Buy
that's
your
what
own
can
land.
happen.
No, but think about it.
Do
I
your
assume
own
people
shit
out
and be
here.
happy.
The government
Right?
does it all. They do it by force. It's called
Of course,
eminent domain.
Eminent domain, they do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
they
But
indemnify. They really.
I'm assuming
literally
people do it
indemnify.
out here all the time just based on the fact of these tents and these forests and shit. Come on now.
Yeah, I mean,
I
most of
mean,
this land
to
is
the-
federal land. If you want to talk about real estate for
Exactly.
real, most of the land in America is federal land. So I'm not going to talk about that right now because it's
Right.
alleged. All these are allegations, guys. Look at it. Look it up on the news. Not Fox and not the other guys, the other cats. But seriously, most of the land
Credible
is,
sources.
yeah, it doesn't belong to the people, so you don't really have much to mess with. It's not that the land is not there; it's just that most of it is not within the public's reach, and that is a problem. Or is it a problem?
I
don't
mean,
know, guys.
that is a problem
I don't
because you assume it's yours based on the fact that you got your shit on it and you paying taxes on it, but then there's a whole
A knock on
government
your
that'll
door.
look at
A
you
knock
and
on
say,
your door.
"Hey,
Hello.
bye. No,
3 days.
it's time for you to
3
go."
days. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get the marshals. Yeah.
It'd be like that. It'd be like that. But you know what though? It's a real estate on the flip side. It's a beautiful thing to play with. If you can be able to understand the ins and outs.
Indeed.
Absolutely.
Indeed.
You know,
So many layers of
Absolutely.
ways to make income under real estate.
Oh yeah.
And we're exploring a lot of those. If you guys have any tips on real estate investing, whether conventional or non-conventional, hit us up because we're all interested in that as well.
Yeah.
For sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, if you're buying property too, hit us up.
There you go.
I mean, why not?
Need a place to rent
trying to
out
buy
here in
property, hit us
Seattle and let us know. And you're
We'll hook
okay
you up
with
with the
some
right guys.
weird astronomical prices.
y'all
I don't
up.
know why.
Yeah. we'll hook y'all up.
But you think about it. If you really think about it, every one of these landlords are now starting to charge astronomical prices for fucking rent based on the fact that they ain't been getting no rent for a lot of motherfuckers since the whole COVID shit. Because a lot of people done took it to, I'm not gonna pay my rent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then and then
Some
you know what I'm
people are
saying?
giving deductions.
And
I've heard of that
then
just today.
and then there's deductions and shit. So by the time when they decide that this monetarium should be over, then it's time to collect all that back rent. So if you,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying, you just
Hopefully we
go
get
to
a-
one of
hopefully we
these
get a second
places,
stimulus check, you know.
They're gonna
man.
Hey, you know what's
Maybe
You
I can
really
stimulate some
think-
gas in my car.
Interestingly enough,
Shit.
like in Seattle, I didn't know this, but landlords are able to ask for assistance too. So because a lot of tenants are behind on rent, all we did was reach out and say like, hey, would you mind if we give this
Absolutely.
agency your phone number so that they can help you with rental assistance? That's is it, and just like you said, all of this money and whatever governments do with it is what they do with it. But yes, a lot of money is being moved around right now during this pandemic, and it just makes me think of how this is such an economical pandemic. This is such an economical thing.
Opportunity.
And it is, and it's a way to position yourself for when it comes, you know what I'm saying? When the waves really come. And so I think that we as a community owe it to ourselves to educate ourselves. That's what I love about real estate. I'm very new to the industry, but these are like, this is family right here. And when you're with family, you can talk about easy things that maybe they didn't think about. And maybe they would actually, if they studied it themselves, would be better than you and can help you out. And that's what it's about. And that's one thing I love about real estate, again, is that it's kind of like each one teaches one. There's a constant training.
Word.
Because you're never going to, these laws are going to be fucking changing all the time. These politicians are going to do what they do. Now I'm interested in politics because I understand how it affects the real estate market, because that affects me.
Slash your life.
And so one thing I want to say too, and I'm going to get very deep here because I usually don't talk about politics, but I think when people of an economical class, which I belong to, I'm rising to the top though, I'm at this economical class where I don't really, who the president is or whoever is in charge doesn't really affect me much. Now, where it affects me is when my tax bracket changes, and that's when I'm gonna really be giving a fuck. And that's just the thing. We as humans are intrinsically selfish. What's in it for me? How does this affect me? And because I am a conscious motherfucker, I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna be spinning my motherfucking wheels if I don't need to fucking do that, okay? Because I see people spinning their wheels off of something that's like, damn, you just bored. All right, I'll
paranoia
give you that.
again.
You know,
this whole
okay.
Everything in society right now is encouraged by paranoia and grabbing your fucking attention to think negatively, to be on the depression mode, to be fucking thinking worry about how everything else is going wrong. And not one iota about what the fuck is going right. Not one fucking iota.
That's what we got.
Not one iota. And therefore you gotta do your best to encourage yourself on a daily basis to not be about that fuck shit, to not let that fuck shit move you.
I agree.
Yeah, exactly.
For real.
That's a fear factor
for real,
man. It's playing live in people's lives right now. You know,
Dead
people
ass.
are watching that. You know, it's all about facing your biggest fears, and also standing up to your biggest challenges.
Because they're using our fears to control us. They're using our fears to control our minds.
Literally,
and everything is like, you know what I'm saying?
Fear.
They switch it from this to that, and it's like you got, and it's like it got you to the point where they really want you to wear a mask in your own fucking house.
Right.
Like they want you to wear a mask while you sleep. And child, they even encouraging for you to wear a mask while you fucking. And child, no.
What?
Child, no. Child, no, we not doing that.
Fuck no.
Child, no, we not doing
Ladies
that.
and gentlemen,
It's not gonna
if you
happen.
rent or buy a house, either way you're fucked. So let's take a shot.
Yeah, I'm taking shots of that.
Word.
Shots of fucking because we love to fuck.
Because we love to fuck. You damn right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a
My friends,
it is.
we still going?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My friends are bougie, so they be drinking shit like this when I'm just like,
This is Conor McGregor.
No, some of us are simple. We just
I
do
love
it.
the handy off.
First of all,
We're simple guys.
some of us was drinking a lot before they got here. We
Oh, actually, I bought the bottle. I bought the bottle this way, guys. This was a special offer. Special offer. Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving.
Girl, don't be putting the blame. Look at this. She's a putting
Me and the vendor drank most of it.
No, because I know this
before
one
I bought it.
definitely be she can.
Don't let her fool you. She innocent looking, but she be real.
No, girlfriend.
Okay.
You can drink, girl. No.
And this
I've
one,
seen.
she look
girl,
really innocent, but she's
I've
ran
seen you. You can drink. I can't play with you with the drink.
Hey,
No,
hey.
because you.
You know who else I think can drink sitting on this table right now?
Who?
Her. Yeah.
She look like
This one, yeah, definitely.
That's
Just say something about your journey and your
Yeah.
alcoholism
In my
101.
drinking.
Yeah, just say something.
Oh my God.
Just say something. We know. It's an open table. Come on. It's an open table. Just say it.
I mean, my alcoholism is definitely something that I'm willing to talk about.
Come on. And this is alleged. This is all alleged, guys. Just remember, it's all alleged. So allegedly you are...
She gotta drink with her friends and
Yeah.
Sorry guys, scratch that.
Now we all swim.
Social drinking. Please tell us more about
Tell us
that.
about
What is your
it's a
favorite?
social
What is your favorite
thing.
social drink? Yeah, what's your favorite social drink?
Well, I think because of my alcoholism, I have a hard time socially drinking, but I have tried to come up with this method of drinking because everything in moderation,
Right.
even moderation.
Right.
So on the days where I'm you know what, I'm gonna drink, I want to either be celebrating or be not a sad time. So
Right.
not being mad.
Right.
So
Right.
this is what I've learned in all of my drinking.
Right. So use it for positivity. Use your alcohol.
learned something is what she said.
Use alcohol as a tool, not as a weapon, right?
So
Right. More is more like that. Tool, not weapon.
Learn something
Yes.
is what she
Man,
said.
you know what? You know one thing I love. You know one thing I love about white people is that they are so honest. Man, look. Seriously, I was playing when I talked about the alcoholism and Queen. Y'all know. I'm the one drinking the Hennessy. And I just,
No, I felt like
talked
this.
about
I
the
mean,
alcoholism, and
yeah.
she just came
I was
up
like,
and
oh my
said
gosh,
it.
there's Hennessy, but I didn't want to drink your last amount. But I was like, man, I wish I would have brought
I
some.
mean,
but
why
didn't wanna-
not? Let's do it right now. Let's do it. Let's do
But
it.
I didn't want to bring a bottle just in case that.
Come on. You know we gonna need that. Were you gonna take a shot? Or you good?
Oh, no more ice yet.
Gonna switch to the proper 12?
I'm good.
I think.
Yo, this
I'll
guy
take a shot for you.
be acting
So,
like
guys.
Jesus, trying to feed 5,000 people this shot.
No,
Yeah.
see, let me tell you.
It's like more like 3,000, but we make things work.
Let's take a proper shot.
It's more like 3,000 people. Okay,
This is a
let's
proper
balance
shot.
this. Let's balance this out. Because this is the last shot. Yes, good. See? It's balanced. That's right. That's weird. All right. So, since I'm not an alcoholic, and since she is, and he is,
How did I
and
forget about
apparently
you?
she is too.
But you
Ah.
did.
MSM!
I think we all are alcoholics here in MSN.
Yeah, let's
Today.
I mean,
Today.
Today is
Yeah.
a good
Today.
day to be an
Today.
alcoholic.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll toast to that.
we'll
I'll toast to that. Yes.
Definitely.
MSM in the building, guys.
MSM in the
Yeah,
building.
yeah. Thank you guys for
yes.
allowing us to,
Of
come up and
course.
embrace, We're actually waiting on the food, as the kings. We just
You know
waiting on
what?
the
I
food.
should have
I mean,
put the
but
food on the fire so it
always-
could have been this
Oh,
big
you
warmed
could
up.
do that? That
You know
would be
what I'm saying?
great,
That's true.
but that
Nobody want cold food. That's
I ain't never
right.
none to it,
That's
but
right.
What happened?
We gonna
Y'all
turn-
not taking a shot?
Wait,
Yeah, we
what?
gonna take the shot. I'm just saying. I'm just gonna turn on the
Yo,
fire for the
you're
food so
failing
that
me,
you know
yo.
everything get warmed
Y'all
up. It just
alcoholics
makes
right
sense.
here, y'all.
Yeah, but we gotta have food too. Shit, what's wrong with you?
I think alcoholic is relative.
It is.
No,
It
we
is.
should say another word, right?
Yeah.
Like drunk?
No.
A better
How about
word.
a connoisseur for the spirits?
Oh my god. I like that one.
Nah, that is nice. Because the liquor stores are called spirits and wine and spirits out
Yeah.
there.
So the
anyway.
connoisseur of spirits.
I like the
Wine
way
and
we compare the drugs with the elements. So marijuana is a stoner. Stoner is from the earth.
Right. That's
Uh,
it.
alcohol, water.
Mm-hmm.
You know
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay.
Where would you put meth?
Man,
Just asking for a few enemies.
powder.
Powder, sand.
Johnson
Yeah.
and Johnson
No,
talc
I
powder
don't
that
know.
kills you.
That one
There's
is
a
not
huge
an
lawsuit
element.
for
That
it,
one is not an
allegedly.
elemental.
That's not
But
an
yeah, man. There's a lot going on. Guys.
Just don't rub Johnson on your pussy, ladies.
Now I'm talking about the cute
God.
drug.
Don't do that shit no more. If you don't know, now you know.
Oh God, no.
You don't know, now you know.
And you know what? If you want to question me, just Google Johnson and Johnson lawsuit. Allegedly. Don't say the allegedly
Say
part.
it
That's
like
me.
You should know.
1-800.
Johnson.
You know,
Johnson.
we're sharing
Lawsuit.
information out here
Yeah.
in these streets.
Hashtag
no, let's
lawsuit.
not ever do that.
Yeah.
Well, I'll take a shot with you. Do you want to take a shot?
Holy crap.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna pour one
All right
for
then.
you and then for me. And whoever else
So-
wants to join can.
So I have one last question.
All these are
Yeah.
traitors. That's it.
I have one last question.
Yeah.
As
This is like I feel all these are traders. These are Hennessy traders.
as a guest.
Anybody
And,
wants to?
you know what I'm saying? As a second time guest to MSM. And thank you guys for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you
Yeah,
very
you
much.
see, I brought my whole
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My question is, as far
We forgot
as
to do this.
as far as life is concerned, okay, ladies, as far as life is concerned, right? What do you want most, or what do you envision to be your model man? What would you want most out of a man in life? Just generally speaking. I mean, however
I'd
you
love
want
to
put
hear
it.
what you gotta say, Queen,
I
about
want
this.
Shoot it
loyalty.
whichever way. Whoever
I
wants to
want-
start it can
I
go ahead
want
and start.
absolute fucking loyalty.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's what
Alright,
I
that's
want.
Kai right there. She
Alright,
said
well,
she
yeah.
wants loyalty.
I want a motherfucker that's gonna look any nigga in the face and tell him what? What you said about my woman?
Hey.
Oh, you trying to die today, huh? What? No, I suggest you shut the fuck up before I take your whole face off. You not gonna talk about my queen like that. Shut the fuck up.
Wait, we started with the
Yes,
50
that's
cards,
what I
guys. I guess we started with the 50
Absolute
cards.
loyalty.
Loyalty.
Only
some
up
G
from
shit.
here.
Loyalty.
Right there.
Okay then. Loyalty, guys. Somebody got shot in the foot.
You know what I'm saying? For real.
And got jailed for 3 years. And you know what? They shot themselves. Google Plaxico Barris, and that's not a good story, man.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Megan Thee Stallion.
Wait. That's another story.
What the
That's another story.
Not a little shade,
But that's another story. You know.
Yes, Plaxico. Yes, he was in the club.
Yeah.
Yes, he came in the club.
It was his birthday. I presume it was his birthday.
I don't know if you heard this story, but it was a football player, a New York Giants player, and apparently he had a gun on him. He didn't have a license for the motherfucker. He went in the club with the fucking gun. They let him in the club. He apparently shot himself by accident in the club.
He didn't have the safety on.
And apparently he got, I forgot how many years they gave his bitch ass.
3 years.
But they gave him years for shooting himself.
Yeah. So he was in prison for 3 years.
So he, you know, of course he lost his job.
They have to pay their hospital bills too.
Of course he lost his job, and you know, of course
Dignity.
the world talked about him and everything.
That's sad though. That could happen to anybody. But I mean, I wouldn't take a
You know what I'm saying?
in the club.
But he shot himself. He shot himself.
He did though. He did.
Yeah. Ooh.
He did.
Shot himself.
He did, and he got arrested immediately.
Immediately. Immediately.
I mean, you know,
you can't blame him for
Unlike
taking
Megan,
a
that we still
gun.
trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, who telling the truth and who telling lies, who's spitting fucking diss tracks about who was there and what was nothing. I think the youngins are very, very unbusy, and when they are unbusy and they are on this Molly Percocets,
we're in this lockdown. I mean, what are we supposed to do?
In this Corona time with
It's
the
also
Molly
a depressing
Percocets, and they
time.
got money, and they just doing a whole bunch of fuck
Really?
shit. And the bottom line is, the more that story comes out, is that she has something to do with the whole shit, and she didn't want to tell how the shit happened because she didn't want to show where she guilty in the motherfucking part in the first place.
It sounds fishy.
Just
Her whole
like,
story,
you
the
know
whole
what I'm
story
saying?
sounds fishy.
Literally,
to be quite
like
honest.
like from the beginning.
What is
So now the shit was just fishy and stupid.
She
in
lost
the
me
first
at
place.
doing a track with that Rainbow Head. That piece of shit. Rat. So it's like.
So
And
I love me some
honestly,
Megan Thee Stallion. Don't get me
Again,
wrong,
it
but
made it
I just
clear that
can't.
she was just that all she do is make a record to fucking come up. That the whole point is it's about the come up.
I don't
She
and I don't
give a fuck.
respect that. So
She don't
but that's
give a
my
fuck.
opinion.
It's the come up.
Yeah.
Fair enough, ladies.
You know what I'm saying?
For some of us, you know, I don't. I'm speaking for myself. I don't know which stallion this Megan is, but you know, I'll do a little bit of research into her
You ain't
and
never
see.
seen this big
Yeah,
body
she's
bitch?
awesome
You
though.
ain't never
I
seen
mean,
her?
I mean,
in
I
a
have
sense
heard
of-
about
She's
her on
big,
the.
I mean, I don't mean
beautiful.
big body
She's
like
an artist.
like
She's a
she's
beautiful
ugly,
woman, that's
because
for
she's
sure.
not ugly. She's definitely a beautiful girl.
She's
but-
fine as fuck.
But you know, yeah, I mean, she's very thick, very nice looking. I'm just saying.
It's just
that,
these kind of stories.
that
It's
this
just
particular
like,
situation
it doesn't sound right,
has
no.
her looking like a whole liar. And
Things
But
are thick
she
for
did
her.
get shot in the foot.
no, yes,
So
I
I'm
agree
like-
that she got shot.
Somebody shot him.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
I'm like, I don't
agree.
feel like anybody should get to shoot her in the foot.
No, I agree. She got shot in the foot, and then
Yeah.
but the fact is that instead of her coming when the shit happened, instead of coming out and saying, "Yo, he shot me," and we had an argument. No, she tried to make it seem like it was some kind of mystery, and now as it is coming out, it's making her story look false. So yes. Somebody.
There's just different
This
stories.
motherfucker definitely
There's-
needs to
yeah.
go to jail for shooting her in the foot. But at the same time, lady, why you couldn't just tell us the story in the first place?
She's
Why-
capping. She's capping for him. She's
why
capping for
why
him.
we
and,
need
Let's just
I
say-
think
why
that's
we
what
needed
that
this
is.
whole long stretch out? Why?
I think
Let's
that's
just
why.
say,
She's
you know
capping
what?
for.
It
Is
makes
that
you
her
look
man?
stupid.
Is it her man that shot her?
That's what
Okay,
the thing. That's what's coming
when
out now is that she and her best friend was fucking him.
Hey, listen.
And they didn't know that, and apparently the best friend didn't know that Megan was fucking him, and they had an argument about it, and they started cussing each other out. They all high Molly Percocet. So, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I don't know nothing about that shit though. All I know is that her story was one thing, one time, and then it was another time. And it never really made sense. And it was whatever. You feel me? But
she didn't want to tell the truth.
And also she made.
But at the same time, why you can just tell them what happened?
She's
Because you know why? Because everybody would have been like, "Oh, you a side piece because you was fucking your best friend's man." And she didn't want that. And she didn't want that label.
And you also probably they will probably have labeled her snitch too, you know, because she's like you know,
for real, she still got that label at the end of the day.
There's a lot. I think what you guys are touching on is a very sensitive topic. As much as we're talking about the Molly Parker set, but you know.
Come on now, you know that's what these motherfuckers getting high on.
I think.
True
story, and it's a terrible situation, man.
Especially
in the West Coast.
Can I say this?
Hang on, student. Hang on just a second.
I just want to
Put your hand out.
I'm
Put your
being
hand out,
sensitive
student.
right now.
Put your hand
I'm
out,
being
student.
sensitive.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even know.
Hey.
Lean was cough syrup.
He wants some of his mouth.
Kai, 50 Cent got shot 9 times. He didn't make a big deal out of it.
Allegedly. Okay.
So you say the bullets were fake?
No. What we're saying is this. What we're saying
he got 9 shots, right?
The stigmatization of women by men in society, by society. How do I put this? The stigmatization of women generally, in the sense of where women cannot be able to say what they want to say when they need to say it and how they need to say it, is a terrible way to live. Now I'm gonna say this, okay? I'm a grown man. Say that first of all, and I am as cis or as straight as they come, okay? So I'm speaking as a man. Personally, I came from a woman.
We all
psychologically, I don't know which other men I'm speaking for, okay? But I'm speaking for myself. I came from a woman, alright? And for those men that do understand that dynamic of the fact that I am both a sperm and an egg put together, you know, I'm both masculine and feminine. You know, I think we talked about this the last time. I just feel like we have to repeat it probably for some of our new listeners that missed our last show. Right. But you know, we're both male and female. All of us have both masculine and female energy inside us. And you know, the whole goal of life, you know what the whole goal of your life is? Balance. The whole goal of my life is to balance the two. Period. Whether you're born a man or a woman is irrelevant.
It's true.
Up to the fact that you are supposed to balance what you are. Now, let me say this very clearly. Please understand what you are. Understand what you are and where you are in this space and time. Okay? There's a lot of confusion out here, having people thinking they're something that they're not, and thinking they're not something that they are. And that is confusion. I'll just put it that way. Whichever way we look at it, it's confusion. It might have started from a very long time, or it might be present, but it is still a form of confusion. Because if you look at it, if life is looked at from the simplest, most basic perspective.
You're right.
Simplest, most basic perspective. If you can look at it from there and build it up, that is a foundation to life. You know what I'm saying? So for me, my stigmatization about that I feel that women have in the society is like in Megan Thee Stallion's story over here. I don't have the whole story, but just gathering from what I got. This is a woman that got assaulted by her man, and she could not say anything about it because, you know, for whatever reasons she had. And whatever reasons she had are as relevant as the fact that she could not say shit. Now, do I want my daughter to live in a world like that?
No, you don't.
No.
So, guys, y'all know, man. You fuck with minds, y'all know.
But at the same time,
y'all know what it is.
At the same time, as a
on
woman,
site, you know what it is.
As a woman,
because a grown man can never do that to a woman. Let me just say this straight up.
Definitely,
a lot of
she shouldn't.
Give me just a second. Give me just a second. Let me say this, man. First of all, I'm an African man, and let me just make that clear for my African American brothers. I am more man than most of y'all will ever be. Let me say this, why? Because I am original African, and I have not been programmed by slavery. I'm not saying this proudly. I'm saying this because it hurts me to see y'all in that position, where a lot of y'all do not know how to be man, how to be man. And granted, it's not your fault. I understand.
Yeah.
Where I'm from, we've also been fucked up by something called colonization, okay? And we're also very fucked up where I'm at. So I'm not, please,
battles
before you think I'm pointing fingers at you, just hear me out. This is what I'm trying to say. It's not a war of the worlds. We're trying to come up together with solutions to find out about how we can be better men and better women, better kings and better queens for each other. At least be the best for your children. You know what I'm saying? Be the best for your family. Be the best for your friends. If you can learn something from this show and do that for those people this Thanksgiving, man, we'll be happy. At least I'll be done saying what I say. You know, whatever I'm saying in my funny accent will have made sense to you. Okay?
And you know what?
Yeah.
To add on, my brother.
Go ahead.
Original African.
Go ahead.
I'm also original African.
Yes, please.
Colonization. Where does the food get digested? In the colon.
In the colon.
Give this guy paper and we'll take the land. He will be satisfied.
Exactly.
Give him paper, we'll take the land.
That's right.
That's colonization.
And that's exactly what happened. You know, at least for us, they actually exchanged land for money. You know what I'm saying? In what happened with the America, from my understanding, you know what I'm saying, and I've read a few books, just a few. But from my understanding is that people were actually, you know, transferred over this way and, you know, made to work as slaves. And I know that is a very sensitive topic for everybody. Every American is a very sensitive topic. And not just every American, everybody that has heard about this story. You know what I'm saying? Because these are things I grew up watching. Did we watch Roots? 14, 15 years old, we were watching Roots at on TV. They had us watching that stuff in Kenya. Bro,
It was
you know what I'm
part of
saying?
my education apparently.
And you know, interestingly, so and a lot of other shows that made some of us Africans want to be like, hey, America's the place to be, because you know we're looking at all these black people living a great life. We're looking at, you know, all these other folks, you know, living their dream, and we're like, okay, everybody out there is having a great time.
Yeah.
Those are good shows, and see, that's the news. You know what I'm saying? That's the TV. But the reality of life is that everybody's suffering the same way.
Exactly. the
America
same
has
thing.
poor and broke and just people who are in a disastrous position, living right a block away, right on the street. So I'm saying that I'm coming over here as an African thinking that I'm in a terrible position, yet I have a place to stay. I have a job, I have a car I can drive, I'm able to live a dream. I'm able to live a dream that most of y'all, my American, African-American brothers, have not been able. You've been denied this by your own government.
Yeah.
Allegedly. And I feel like it just behooves me to let y'all know it is not your fault. And y'all are real lions. If y'all understood your power, I wouldn't even have to talk about nothing. So I'm done. Y'all go ahead and enjoy that turkey. I'ma sign out from over here.
Oh, we about to sign off too, cause food is hot.
You know, just go
It's
ahead and
ready
take a
to
shot
eat.
for the people.
Mother said, man,
In the motherfucking building.